All right, what is up, guys? Showing you guys what we did today. Today we needed to seat our turbo a little bit better. We had installed the turbo, put everything back together, started it up, and we were getting exhaust leaks from this clamp over here and this clamp over on this side. And what we wound up doing was just tightening it down, and then upon a research found out that that is not appropriate behavior. So I'm going to share with you guys what I did to get it in and get it seated properly. So down in the bottom of the bracket, you can see that bolt there. Over on this side, you can see that bolt right there. That one back there, right under there. That one, and then there's one in the back as well. That one is not in on our truck. It was not put in when we bought it that way, so there's not a third stud holding this one in. But what we wound up doing the first time is putting those in. So we suck this down into the mount, and then we put on our tubes, and that was the wrong way. So what I wound up doing this morning was coming back out, tearing the stuff apart, and I disconnected both of those bolts from that bottom plate so that this is loose, the turbo's loose. Then I took the clamp off of this side because this tube here, your exhaust going down, it has a lot more play. It's easier to adjust. So I wound up taking that clamp off and then just backing it down the pipe a little bit. And we worked on this one over here. So you can see in there, you got the clamp here, and there's not a lot of room on this one. So what we did was back the clamp up over here, and I actually used a ratchet strap, and I wrapped it all the way around there, across the face of the turbo here. And on the back side, I went down and under there with the ratchet strap, and then I just attached them to the front of the truck up here to the solid frame. And it didn't take a lot of cranks. It only took a few cranks and then some wiggling, and I got that to seat really well. It was completely tight. And what was going on before is we had a bit of an angle, and then we clamped it. We clamped the angle in there, and then it was just blowing exhaust out the bottom and the back. So now that that problem has been solved. We got it butted up just beautifully. Put that clamp on, clamped it all the way down. Came over here, and then these ones were not aligned. So what we did was we went underneath, got a jack, and then just jacked up a little bit on the exhaust pipe, and it put it right into place. And then we were able to just pull it forward. And I actually did wrap a tie strap around that, and then all the way to the front over here. Put it on the frame as well, and that one didn't take much. It kind of seated itself. So I got those completely tight. They were seated really well before I even put the clamps on. So this time it's seated up properly. And then of course, when you're done, make sure that you put your bolts back in and connect it back to the plate. So that is it, guys. That is how we got it in. Looks like I managed to give myself an eyebrow as well today. Right on, that looks cool. So that is what we did. Hope it helps you guys in your garage. It worked well for us. It saved a lot of time doing it that way versus having to go back and do it a second time. So don't waste your time, use a trick. We'll catch you on the next one.